Here today on the channel, we're back on the Star Wars mod, Palpatine's Gamble. We're going to be starting episode 2 of my Galactic Republic campaign. We're going to be playing as Sheev Palpatine, of course, the Grand Chancellor of the Republic, and we're going to be continuing exactly where we left off last time. So we had the Battle of Geonosis and took the planet. Here today, we're going to be trying to secure separatist worlds that are sort of bordering Coruscant and where the Grand Army is at Geonosis, but there is a lot of planets we need to take before we can end the Clone Wars. So we're going to be pushing over to Hypori, I think that's what it's called, and then I guess we'll go after Sacco, I think that's how you say it. So we want to secure as much territory as we can in the Outer Rim. We'll push into the Deep Core as well. We're going to be mostly going against the Techno Union. The Rhodian Civil War is not going too well, as the Seppies have taken most of the planet. But I'll put this mod in the description below if you guys like to download and play along with me. So the Clone Grand Army is at Geonosis. Although these guys are modelled as clone troopers, the army that's defending Coruscant now is mostly just ethnic Coruscant units that are like Judicial Guard, because we keep on getting navally invaded there, which is super annoying that we have to keep dealing with. But for this series, we want to win the Clone Wars. We eventually want to make our way down to the Great Jedi Purge, but we're expanding the Clone Army, getting better quality infantry tactics. We're going to start the ARC Trooper program soon as well. And already, if you want to see the second movie, that's what happened in episode 1. We followed down there. So we still need to tech up. The separatists are currently tech level 2. Well, we're only 1, so we need to get that up so we can start getting phase 1 clone troopers in our armies quite quickly. We've got a DC-15A blaster. We're also upgrading our land doctrine and support equipment and stuff. We're going down mobile infantry. Navy-wise as well, we don't need to worry about it too much, like our Corvette build, because we're going to be able to eventually buy Star Destroyers and equipment from the Kaminoans. And we're going down strategic destruction as well. I have stopped on the industry front a little bit just because we're at war. We're -3 Duralloy. And we've got military factories and civilian coming in as well. So yeah, here's just the judicial infantry that we've got for now. We'll use them as mostly defensive planetary forces, just to stop naval invasions, because there I tend to love just to fire them off. So we've lost 250,000 men. We've only lost 34,000 clones. But there's nearly been 1 million Confederacy losses there. Nearly up to 1 million. But 400,000 bug people of Geonosis have been exterminated, I guess. We'll get some Corvettes in. What else can we get? I guess we can get small arms for now. Yeah, so we need to get level 2 before we can get phase 1 clone troopers in. Our debt is fine as well. We're making a lot of credits, and I don't think we need any bounty hunters just yet. Okay, so I've moved the Grand Republic fleet down to Hypori, and Sinning's already here. Like, we've already got 158 divisions in total, 1,500 battalions, 63 clone trooper phase 1, thanks to the people of Kamino, and we've also got some tanks there as well. We have 37 ships, mostly destroyers and heavy cruisers, so they're going to be able to control the hyperlanes here in the Outer Rim, and we're going to push against the Techno Union in Hypori. Now, I don't think we need like aerial supremacy. As long as we have navy, we're fine. Okay, so we'll send Jedi Master Yoda to start the invasion, I guess. Because there's no point in moving this army away. We might as well try and attack as many worlds as close to Geonosis as we can. We might even be able to get some more reinforcements from Kamino. So, Skywalker, Kenobi, Mace Windu is the Marshal. And Kiadamundi's going to go over there and help as well. So, it's going to take a little bit of time before Yoda can head over there. And I guess we'll go with Mobile Army because we want to get those ARC Troopers in as quickly as possible. Get the infamous ARC Trooper program going. Okay, so I would imagine that we're going to come up with some fierce resistance to Yoda's invasion, but we'll see how we go. I've also got an army here of 9 units. With Kolar just defending Geonosis, because the last thing we want is to start losing worlds that we take. Because it takes quite a while to take planets. Some Rhodian infantry there, was that? So, should we go now? Oh, so we've actually landed into 6 droids holding. 60% in our favour. We just need to get this port and then we'll be laughing. We'll be able to get in supplies for the clone army, but the Clone Wars is well underway. Oh, good. So we did lose a couple dropping off there, but that's okay. Fierce fighting has now broken out, and Hypori. Yes, there's another droid factory. So they're Geno. I don't even know what this planet is. It's just like another separatist droid outcropping. I think the 2D animated series came here at one point. I remember the name of the planet. But yeah, let me know if you'd like me to do more campaigns on this Star Wars mod. Definitely open to doing so. It only goes to the end of the Republic period. So, back in Coruscant, we're just sort of chilling. So here, so that's that Rhodian force. Okay, yeah, because unfortunately they lost that. Okay, they're those lizard people, aren't they? Boss snack or whatever. Yeah, so unfortunately, most of my allies are fighting in this Rhodian war. So we can attack those lizard people if we want. Okay. So we're just trying to get a little bit of headway here against the Techno Union. Bow chicka bow, Techno Union. Yeah. Good players, the Wookiees, Naboo. The main objective of this campaign is to form the Galactic Empire. Obviously, the campaign ends at that point because they haven't done the next time period, which I'm sure they're working on because of how well this mod has been received. It's a lot of fun. I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. Okay, we're struggling to push here towards the Hypori Droid Factory. Hypori Geonosian Hive. Yes, I guess there are just like Geonosians here hanging about. We can research Equipment 3 now. Gonna give us a slight penalty, but that's okay. We'll put martial law in these separatist systems. Yeah. I didn't know if there was a new justification for war that popped up. So we're actually struggling to take the Hypori system maybe a little bit more, which is realistic because we're running out of clone troopers that the Kaminoans gave us. But luckily that Tech 2 has come, so we can purchase these guys manually here. Oh wow, so we can get 25,000 Phase 1 clone troopers. We'll also get some commanders and some admirals as well. And we'll get some ATTE walkers. Oh my god, those juggernauts as well. I always wanted that as a Lego when I was a kid. But I was told it was too expensive. I'm still hurt by that. As a 10-year-old or an 8-year-old. I can't even remember when the third movie came out. No, I think it was 8. Yeah. Let's get some gunships there as well. And we can also get some of these Tier 2 cruisers. Yeah. Man, I think the Venator class, like that Star Destroyer, is probably better than the Empire stuff. I always liked the aesthetic of the Republic Army over than the Empire. Oh, we need to fix up this a bit. We are struggling in Hypori, but it's mostly due to just my divisions. We didn't have enough clones, so we'll set it on auto buy, so we don't have to click it every single time. And same with the tanks and artillery. But I really like this market system. Look, it's going to be so hard to balance this type of campaign for the human player. I can't imagine the difficulty of it. Because like the human player, regardless of the faction, is just going to be okay with the market. Like, but it's a good system because, like, would it be realistic for the Galactic Republic to recruit clone troopers from Coruscant and move them throughout the galaxy? No, it wouldn't be. You're better off buying them and getting them from Kamino. So instantly, that massive new influx of Phase 1 clone troopers has helped out in the Battle of Hypori. We're getting that clone trooper deficit down. Perfect. Help out your brothers, boys. And we can start the ARC Trooper program as well. Yeah, so we can't go down Mass Assault, but we can go through that. Yeah, we can start it, yeah. So much reading sometimes in Hoi. We'll continue down the mobile warfare doctrine. We'll try and spend some of this military points as well. We haven't got a crazy amount just yet to start customizing our divisions. But you got to give it to the Techno Union. They are holding out quite well. We've taken an air base on the Hypori surface, so we can finally get some of these Republic gunships in. That should speed things up. Yeah, I don't think we took one until quite late in the Battle of Geonosis, so we'll chuck these guys in. Wish the wings were a little bit bigger, because we've got 600 gunships at our disposal, but the aircraft base on Hypori can only hold 200, so we'll chuck in 600, although they won't fight at optimal efficiency. I think, yeah, because like you want to try and match the 200 cap, but the more you flood in, just the weaker they are. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes in this mod. We seem to be progressing quite well. Now with air supremacy, the ARC Trooper program is complete. Perfect. And we're pushing to the Hive now as well. Yeah, forget those bug guys are all like hive mind stuff. More droids are trying to invade the Senate building, the Jedi Temple, and our capital. We might even put some in Coruscant actually, like defensively. We do have access to some droid bombers if we want to use them. But we'll just chuck in some fighters in Coruscant. And we're able to... Look, it's a little bit impractical having all those Senate troops around, but it allows me to focus on what the Grand Army's doing and not have to focus on these naval invasions going so far back and forth. So I do recommend it, having a planet surrounding garrison, securing all the tiles on your border. We've got the population for it. We've got 34 million. It's quite crazy. Okay, so we've got some more Senate forces here. 30 and 5. And we can, like, recruit Rhodians, which is quite weird, because they've been exiled. We could go to large size force if we want. We're at 34 million though, I think we're enough. War economy, total mobilization might be better actually. Yeah, let's go with that. And He's got so much political power. I think we're just going to get too many negative effects, and we've got plenty. We don't need to do that just yet. Okay, we're still slowly but surely continuing to take ground in Hypori. But the Techno-Union are putting up a better fight. This battle's been better because they've been able to dig in, I think, from the initial invasion. But Yoda, Skywalker, Kenobi are doing quite well, along with Gadamundi. That crazy guy. Didn't he have like 8 wives? 10 wives? I think. Bit of a mental dude. He did have those like cool looking snow, like, I don't know what they were called. Those like red snow troopers he had. Cypher's been, yeah, that's not really working. The low resistance stuff, they haven't like worked on it, so I don't know what that means. If the Techno-Union, boom, boom, like hacking the galactic cryptography, I guess. Right, anyway, we've taken Hypori. We've won a really good battle here against the Techno-Union. There's a lot of separatist systems we need to take, but maybe securing the deep core is probably the play. We might send the Grand Army north, because there's not much more too far south in the Outer Rim to deal with. Okay, I've skipped a little bit ahead. I've moved the Grand Army north of Coruscant and Alderaan. We're going to be pushing to another Techno-Union outpost here. They're quite close. This is where those naval invasions were coming from, I'm assuming, in Coruscant as well. So, if we win this, we should be able to secure the entirety of the deep core. We've moved our army here to the hyperlanes to secure it, and we've kept our secondary fleet down here as well, just to hold Geonosis and Hypori. But yeah, we're in a really good position at the moment. Okay, so Yoda's only got 18. So even though we did the last naval invasion, we might be better off to give it to someone else. We've also got some clone trooper commanders in as well to help us out. We want to get some of our clone trooper commanders leveled up, because we are eventually going to do the Great Purge, so we'll get rid of all the Jedi. So we'll put some command points into them. Looks like we're having a bit more of a resistance here against the Techno-Union. So we're going to be focusing on the Techno-Union for today's video, trying to take as much of their territory as we can, and then we'll focus on... There's so many other major factions we have to deal with in this series. The Trade Federation with Gunroy. Oh, the Separatists have landed another droid force here in Coruscant. This is a little bit more venomous than last time. Got a bit of a bite to it. Okay, so we're over here again, and we'll set this all up again. As much as I like taking planets, it does take a little bit. So we've got Wat Tambor's workshop. Okay, so this is the Techno-Union capital. We've got to be a little bit careful with the topography of the planet, as naturally there's some narrow corridors and high ground, so we'll try and surround it as best we can. We want to try and get an air base as well, and let the Grand Republican Army do its thing. I've also brought in some Senate forces from Coruscant as well, those judicial forces, so they can later garrison and protect the planet from would-be attackers. Because they look at it like would-be attackers, because they seem to be coming here as well. Look, those droids. Oh my god.
Ready for battle, sir.
These Republican Guard and Judicial Security are doing alright, but they keep on getting a footing. Okay. Nearly now.
Ready for battle, sir.
Once those tanks come in, we should be alright. Alright, we want to try and push towards the capital workshop. Tamboos. I thought I had it on auto buy. There still seems to be some there. Just got to be super careful here in Scarco, because just the way those divisions are forming, they're making the front line quite thin. We've got infantry equipment 3 now, by the way, as well, which should be good. Get some proper blaster rifles in, instead of using the CR variant. Yeah, we're just struggling to go through the built-up Techno-Union streets, I guess. So, yeah. Taking Geonosis was a lot easier. Just because, I guess, the Geonosians, their infantry had high numbers, but poor equipment. While the Techno-Union and their droids are holding out quite well. Wasn't the most ideal attack. I just wanted to push for the capital, but now we're just sort of sprawling further south. But it's working. We're stretching them. We're in a really good position to take another planet from the Techno-Union. We've got more Senate forces as well. And even the Mon Calamari have moved over some forces. So, tier 3 are the clones. Like the clone commanders, when you recruit them, that's their command. I guess we could bring over Fisto.
Let's go.
We'll bring in some Jedi as well. Just a bit of a grind here. But at the moment, the Separatists and the Republic both have even tech. It's going to take, I think it's like I don't know how many million, it's a couple million more to get to Tech 3. It's good that they've made it quite inaccessible for a while, so you just don't rush those Phase 2 clone troopers quite quickly. But we're slowly but surely pushing against the Techno-Union. Right, let's check out how the rest of the galaxy is going, because that Rhodian Civil War was still going on. What's this in Geonosis? Ryloth has sent some forces. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the Republican Rhodian forces are pushing back in the north quite well. What's this over here? Oh, the Techno-Union has moved some forces over there. It's just a bit of a grind. Not too much is going on over here in Scarco. Just fierce fighting is breaking out. Taking a little bit of time. We're going to establish a higher chain of command. Not really too much you can do about it. We just sort of have to force our way through this and slowly but surely take territory for the Republic. To be fair, this is the Techno-Union's capital, so taking Tombor's workshop was going to be easier said than done. I never realised how close Alderaan was to Coruscant. Rhodians exiled. Did they... what was that? Oh my god, they lost. No? Yes, they definitely lost. That initial push. Oh no. So many Rhodian lives lost. Okay, let's get some more Phase 1 where we can. More tanks as well. I had auto buy on, I don't know what it's doing. Oh well, maybe it's at a certain cap limit, I don't know. Yeah, maybe the Techno-Union moved some forces to the neighboring planet. Because we're making some really good headway against them now. Yeah, look at this. They're just abandoning their capital and going to the next one. Oh, that's annoying. We're probably going to have to take that then. Soon. But they are a major faction in this war, so we do need to destroy the Techno Union. Okay, we're running out of offensive lines here, so we need to draw some more. Okay. Because we've nearly got the entirety of Scarco under our control. And importantly, we're taking the Techno Union's capital. How fantastic is that? And they've broken my decipher again. Okay. My cipher. Yeah. I'd love to see some of these allied worlds take the initiative. Yeah, they're mostly just fighting in that Rhodian front. Here we go. We've nearly finished off the last of the droid and separatist forces here. Now it's gone up to 1.6 million to 1.8. So now we're starting to lose some clone trooper lives. That's okay, we're expendable, sir. I wonder how many clones actually died in the war. Was it like millions? Like, what are the stats on the Clone Wars? I'm curious to compare it to my own. We're probably going to lose a lot more. Because I am a little bit heavy-fisted in Hearts of Iron 4. Just trying to force it through. Quickly, let's throw them out. But but like, how many droids? You'd think there'd be like, if I had to guess, right, in the Star Wars universe, that a clone died for every 5 droids. That's maybe my guess. So what's going on here? Freezer. What are the Mon Calamari doing? Okay. Yeah, they're invading this planet like next to me. You're pretty far from home. Isn't the Mon Calamari in the Outer Rim? Oh, as I say that, so it does look like the AI is taking the initiative. Oh no! Kashyyyk is under attack. We must protect the Wookiee homeworld. I'm sure Kiadamundi is pissed off about that. Oh wow, so a couple of wars have broken out. Kashyyyk is under attack. We could go down and save the Wookiees. In the next episode. Yeah, so like, the Mon Calamari have pushed all the way to the deep core, even though their homeworld is in like near the mid-rim. So unfortunately, we're going to wrap today's episode here. Thank you very much for watching episode 2 of the Hearts of Iron 4 Palpatine's Gamble Galactic Republic campaign. So, we've managed to knock out the Techno Union holdings near us. There's not too many more Techno Union holdings until a little bit like further south, like Mustafar and stuff. We're actually probably closer to dealing with Viceroy Gunroy of the Trade Federation. The Trade Federation. So we'll deal with them in episode 3.